We are
Yo.
live. Hello, everyone.
Oh.
It's Tuesday.
What's up? It is Tuesday.
It's Taco
I didn't have
Tuesday.
tacos. I had a burrito, no tacos.
I had a burrito today
I had
too.
potatoes. And
Potatoes.
energy drink.
Poncheros.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah,
Thank you,
appreciate
everybody.
Yes, everyone. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
I like the blue look.
Listen, I'm learning all this stuff.
Man,
I like
Kind of
oh,
fancy.
you got the scrolling going on the bottom and everything. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Change the color.
Hey, Kat, I see
I had
everybody.
the sample thing up, and I was like, "Whoops, I don't want to show that." It was like the scrolling one and the sample, and I was like, "So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out."
Oh,
So you're gonna do some free videos for how to do all this?
No, because I don't know how to do it. Tommy Bernard. Hey, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Yes, Sonny, this is the food channel. Welcome to the food channel.
Yes.
Oh. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm kind of letting everybody roll in, and we'll get a few more people in here, and then we'll let everybody introduce themselves, and then I will go ahead and give my jail update to my current situation.
Hashtag eBay jail.
They won't let me
eBay jail.
out.
That's what I should have had scrolling on the bottom.
It's trending.
Yeah, it is trending. It is crazy. Laura, hey.
Everybody in the building.
Yeah, we're rolling in. We're rolling in.
Hey,
How
Sam,
are you guys?
Dapper Tiger.
Before we introduce, how are you guys sales doing this week or today?
Today's slow for me. I don't know about you guys.
I got 5 sales today. Nothing major.
I just hit my 13th sale. I'm around $500 a day in average for the last 2 weeks.
Damn, Chris.
Yeah, you're kicking butt, Chris.
Wow.
Chris is doing good.
insane,
He's gonna
bro.
be catching up to me in the rev here soon.
Nice.
I see Roy says slow sales. I know Blind Hussy, I'm trying to be just like Matt. Like everything Matt does, I want to do it, including getting put in eBay jail.
eBay jail.
Not really, not really. But it appears that's what's happening anyways. I'm not going to tell about my sales because that's kind of wrapped up in my little eBay jail update. But we do have 31 people in here right now, so I'm going to go ahead and let Amy introduce herself. Then the boys can, and then I will give an update on my eBay jail.
Oh boy. So I am Amy's Epic Stuff for Sale. I sell a little bit of everything on eBay. I'm also on mercari a little bit and Poshmark. Mercari is kind of up and coming. I've started liking it a little bit more only because I don't have to worry about the sharing like I do on Poshmark. So I definitely appreciate that aspect of it. So, and then I also do some local sales and stuff like that. I just did my first pallet purchase last weekend from an actual wholesale place that's here in town now. So that was interesting. Nice. So.
Can one of, look at Richard. Richard is like being an amazing moderator. Amy, because I put that stupid like name tag thing, can you tilt your camera down? Because my lovely banner is blocking your face. Yeah, go that way.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Yay,
Perfect.
much better.
I have an all-in-one computer, so I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it did.
It did.
There we go.
All right.
What say you, Calvin?
Yep, let's go. Calvin, the Kelly Hustle, all social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Again, you'll kind of just hear like everyone else, reseller, thrift sales, garage sales, estate sales, try to find stuff for cheap, sell for a profit, and that's what we do. So hopefully I can learn from you You can learn from me, and we could all just help each other grow.
Thanks again, everybody, for coming in tonight. I always look forward to Tuesday nights. My name's Chris. I'm Flip with Chris. That's my handle on YouTube, my YouTube channel, and Instagram. I ain't done much on YouTube lately. I'll be honest. Life has just been so crazy lately. It's unbelievable. And also sales have been crazy. So I just hadn't had much time with YouTube, but I got a new surprise coming pretty soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. But again, thanks for Amy for being with us tonight. And let's have a good show. I always look forward to this show. Good.
Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. So I lost Roy. Oh, Roy sent me a super chat for bail money. I wanted to say thank you, Roy. I just watched Roy's premiere right before coming onto the live. Arcade Treasure Center is an awesome channel. He sources a lot, like I think a lot of us do, a bunch of different stuff. And I was actually just talking to him that I can always like I learned stuff from him because he sources differently. And I was talking about Troy and watching his. Sorry, my StreamYard's being bonkers. Okay, I was talking in Roy's premiere about Troy and hold on one second, guys. Yeah, it's on the counter. Sorry. So I was talking in Roy's premiere about, like, I just picked up 4 booty shorts and another pair the day before. Like, I have never in my life looked at booty shorts until I watched Troy, which is Mountain Man Treasures for those of you who don't know.
I look at booty shorts.
Troy sells them all the time, and I've never looked at them before, and a pair of them sold in less than 12 hours.
Wow.
Like, and I've never, and it was kind of funny because I didn't look at them, but I was walking by the dressing room and somebody must have tried on a bunch of booty shorts and they were all right there, like hanging for me to take, like 4 pairs. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they were just there.
Nice.
So I will go ahead and introduce myself and let you guys know my update. We do have 44 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
I am Kat, the Nurse Flipper. If you do not know that, if you are not subbed to my channel, please do so. And yeah, so I put out my video yesterday. I was put on an eBay restriction for 3 days. And slowly my listings disappeared until you could see one of them, which was my auction. So over 1,500 listings were hidden. So I messaged eBay for Business at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. And I did finally hear back from them about 2 p.m. this afternoon. So it took them about 2 days, 2.5 days to get back to me. So by the time they got back to me, the only reason I know is because of Troy, again, Mountain Man Treasures. He asked me my channel or my eBay store name. And then I look at my phone and I have an eBay sale. Troy went and bought 2 things from me from my eBay store.
Nice.
And so 70 listings were showing. And then I was talking to Calvin about it. And Calvin went and bought something from my eBay store. Thank you, Calvin.
Nice.
And so now it was rolling out, so I'd refresh. So there were 70 items showing, and then there were 100 items showing. And now, even though my restriction is not technically up until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, 1,500 of my listings are showing. I cannot list. I still cannot list anything. So that restriction is still there, but I have made 7 eBay sales today, probably over my 250 average. I have another one up there I see on my phone right now. So it sucked, and I thought I was going to have a 0 day because I sold like $19 yesterday, and then today was nothing until Troy and Calvin came and swooped me in and probably helped me get back into the eBay algorithm, honestly, because I really believe sales bring more sales. So I want to tell you guys what I found out from eBay. So I will tell you, I've pulled all of my CPAP stuff and I'm not going to relist it. It is allowed. So CPAP masks are allowed on eBay if they are not prescription. CPAP nasal pillows are not allowed whether they are prescription or not. So I've been selling CPAP masks for years, but I've never gotten pillows. However, which is like the little things, they just go in the nose. They aren't like a face mask. So the nasal pillows, which I got a lot of this last batch and I'd never had before, are not allowed whether they are prescription or not. I did not know that. I didn't see that written in there, but the eBay for Business person I talked to said they confirmed with the prohibited items department that CPAP masks are allowed if not prescription. Nasal pillows are not allowed. I say I have 50,000 in inventory and I'm not going to risk it for CPAP stuff.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they are down and they're not going back up. And I'm probably going to bring them back to the medical auction I won them from, and I'll get whatever I get for them. Hopefully I can get what I paid. And if I don't, I don't. We'll chalk it up to a lesson learned. So Lone Star, I have drafted a couple, and I actually created a second eBay store, which I was going to probably say in my video tomorrow. So I have been listing on that as well. So I have been listing, just not on my primary store, and I have really hit Mercari and Posh pretty hard. I didn't get any Mercari sales, but I have gotten 3 Poshmark sales. So I think if I had to, I could probably scale those up and figure out how to source to sell on those platforms if I had to. I'm very stubborn and I will find a way if I have to.
There's a will, there's a way.
I do prefer eBay though. eBay is my number one, even after this. Okay, that's my bad. I didn't know I couldn't sell nasal pillows. Am I mad at eBay? No. Is it a pain in the butt? Yes. But with the variety of stuff I like to source, with the stuff I like to sell, eBay is the best platform for me. So that's my
Did they say because? So, I mean, I guess it's. I was always wondering why you didn't get like a slap on the wrist, like, "Hey, don't do it again."
So I think they hit me like boom, boom, boom because I had so many nasal pillows and I didn't know I couldn't list them. So I think it was like, here's your 2 warning. Oh, you're restricted.
Gotcha.
Like it was like back to back to back.
Right.
And like when I saw that Matt got restricted at Part-Time Pickers, I double checked over all my stuff to make sure I didn't have any RX stuff. And so I knew I didn't have RX stuff listed. So I was just really confused, and it turns out it was nasal pillows that are sold over the counter, but for whatever reason, eBay has decided that they can't. I saw somebody saying like sterility. That's not it, because these are sealed packages and stuff that goes in your nose isn't sterile anyways. CPAP masks are reusable, so they're not going to be sterile. So I do not know what their reasoning behind not allowing nasal pillow sales is, but that is what got me.
Wow.
I actually had a listing that was removed today, so I got a little bit of a scare, but it was pretty much just kind of like a slap on the wrist. Like it was a vintage fire extinguisher, and I had no clue. And they said you can't sell like chemical type of items on eBay, so they said we're going to remove your listing. All fees will be refunded to you or whatever, such and such. They said, because this is your first time, you may not have been aware. Everything, this is just a warning. Next time you do it, your listing will be removed and your account will be suspended for 3 days. So, but yeah, a little warning shot to me.
I think there's a lot of stuff that all of us probably don't know that we are not allowed to say. And there are pages and pages of it, and unfortunately, unless you see somebody else getting slapped on the wrist or you get slapped on the wrist, you're not going to know.
Hard to do.
Bureau is kind of the same way. So I got, and I've said this in like numerous live chats, I got bureaued on Mary Kay on discontinued items. It was not new items that the manufacturer was selling. A lot of people were selling it, but I would buy lots of it. So I would have a lot listed, and I really think it was my competition that was reporting me. And for whatever reason, I got on their radar and I couldn't get off. So I ended up taking down all my Mary Kay for the same reason. I don't want to risk my account for this 1% of my inventory. And yet there are so many people that say, find Mary Kay, sell Mary Kay. And I think if you're doing like one-offs or two-offs, you're fine. But like I'm buying 50 to 100 pieces. So I piss off other Mary Kay sellers because they're seeing me as competition and they're going to report my listing. So you got to kind of be careful with that stuff.
Yeah. Lone Star Picker. Yeah. Chemical. That was one of the reasoning for me getting my fire extinguisher taken down. Chemical.
Hey, Kat, did you see the question from Jeff Taylor?
I did not. I'm actually scrolling through comments. I'm at 906 right now.
What he was asking, what is the logic behind creating multiple stores and eBay accounts aside from the restriction scenario?
So for me, I was gonna. I've been debating starting one anyways because 1,000 is what's covered under the premium store, and I'm at 1,500. I've been lucky that it rolls so to where I haven't had to pay extra insertion fees on the other 500, and now they have the free listings because of COVID. But so for me, I don't want to go to an anchor store at $250 or $300 a month or whatever it is. I don't need 10,000 listings. I hope I don't need 10,000 listings. But 2,000 is probably not unrealistic for me, but it would be cheaper for me to have 2 premium stores at $60 a month than move up to an anchor store. So that was my reasoning behind it. And now with getting the eBay restriction, that gives me another reason to have kind of a backup store because I was listing on my second store. So
I just gotta say what's up real quick. I just wanted to say what's up to Jeff. That's my bro from San Diego. So what's up, man?
Okay.
Yeah.
One reason I've been actually thinking about doing it as well because it was interesting. Rev reselling one of his last videos actually talked about it. Was I've been selling a lot of cards lately and stuff like that are not graded, and I can easily ship those in just a regular envelope with a stamp. Now, when you do that, you don't have a tracking number attached to that. And then when you do that, that will actually become a ding on your account that it's not being tracked and it's not being shipped and eBay can't track it. Therefore, the shipment will be as a ding in your account every time you do that. So I don't want to lose my top rated status by having late shipments because I run a 1-day ship time and things like that. I may start a second store just for cards only. That way I can ship those things out because it's a lot cheaper for me to put a 57-cent stamp on it or whatever it is to ship that out without tracking rather than spending $3 or $4 to send out a 1-ounce baseball card. So, you kind of think of it that way. I don't want to ruin my top rated status on my main store. I may go the other route. So there's little scenarios like that could help out. And you may want to be in a separate niche, like Lonnie and Garage Flips. He has a separate store just for his raunchy comic books.
His naughty stuff.
I mean, that's a good scenario. I mean, you just kind of have to think in that respect.
Yeah.
Calvin, you're not high enough up to what, like, would you think about a second store before being high up enough for any other reason? Or Amy, like, would you guys think about it or no?
No, I think I don't know. Maybe once I start creeping around the 500, I think right now I'm about 330. So I still got a ways to go. But I mean, at the rate that I'm listing right now, I might be at 400 listings this week. By the end of the
you're
week.
getting a lot of lots.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I actually started another eBay store because I was going to do jewelry over there because when I first started my reselling before it was eBay, I was doing a lot of jewelry. So I was known as Epic Jewelry 2017 and I had that brand and I had people that I would do lives on Facebook and stuff like that. So I have tons of jewelry that now that I'm doing the resale game with everything, I don't have that pool to do the jewelry. So I'm trying to go, okay, well, how can I maybe, get the jewelry out there, but yet still have everything else, with the eBay store. And it's kind of I don't know, because it takes a lot of time, like you guys know, to create listings and to check comps and to do everything plus everyday life. So I'm finding it very hard to say, hey, go to that other store just to mess with this niche when I already have a store. So I don't know. At first I thought it was a good idea because 50 listings you get for free. So I was like, if I only do 50 listings on that store, just jewelry, but I don't know. It's not working out that way. So right now I have it. I'm not using it.
I think a lot of people that I've seen that have 2 stores do that for that reason. Like they'll have all their shoes, like if they have a ton of shoes. So that store's only shoes. I've always had a little bit of everything. So it hasn't been that hasn't been a pushing factor for me. But the crazy thing for me is like starting from new again and being like, oh my gosh, like I have 0 feedback here. Like I'm going to have to build this up for people to buy from me. And like today I was even thinking like, what do I need? And I actually I don't need anything because I was like, what can I buy that's small just to build some kind of feedback back on that store. And I'll probably make a few videos just like all of the spam offers that I'm getting. So now like I haven't been in this position a very long time with a brand new store getting all this crap. Like I don't get this on my established store. I don't get it. And I'm getting like 5 spam offers a day. And for a new seller, they're going to think, oh my gosh, I got an offer. No, like those people are scamming you and it's fake. So I'm probably going to do something with that. I popped Troy up there. I just wanted to say, we all can learn something from everybody. That's why I want to have people on that are brand new resellers that have been selling for 20 years, because no matter how long you've been selling, the chance that you know something that I don't are probably very high. The reselling market is so big. And I was saying this also in Roy's premiere, like we probably all walk past so much money every time we are sold because we don't know.
Yeah.
Like Calvin finding the jewelry was like incredible, like such a big pickup. And it's crazy what we walk by. I already said this, but just in case, Sunny, I can set up drafts, but I was focusing listing on other platforms and on my new store because I didn't want to do drafts when I couldn't make them go live.
Nikki T in the house.
I am like so behind. I'm at 9:08, guys. So if you ask the question, I will get there. I promise. Pamela, thank you for joining us. I see a lot of new people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for coming. We greatly appreciate it. If you have questions, please drop them and I will get to them, I promise. Richard needs to make a video. Richard has 360 in sales today. That is awesome.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's good.
Like Chris doing 500. That's amazing. Like all of these people are doing like so amazing. So if you guys think you can't make it, you can. There's a lot of people that are out there showing you that it is possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Troy, I could Facebook. What was that? What happened?
No, I'm reading the comments, and Dave said Cat's got more inventory than Walmart.
Yeah, I seen that.
I might be close. Listen, so I got all this stuff, and I told y'all I put myself on restriction, right? I said, okay, I'm on sourcing restriction. So my whole car is full. My whole car is full because I planned on listing what was on the shelf and then moving that to the shed, and then I would move the stuff from the car into the shelf. And then eBay put me in jail. So now I have a shelf full. I have a car full. My husband said my car looks like a hoarder's house. And yeah, and I have to work 12-hour shifts the next 2 days, which means I will not be listing. So for the next 2 days, at least, my car is going to be a hoarder's house on wheels.
So good. List out the trunk.
So if anybody needs something Find Cat's car is what she's trying to tell you.
Find me at work. I'll make you a really good deal out of the trunk.
Right out of the trunk.
Right out of the trunk.
That's how they do it.
Right?
Listen,
Crazy.
I do sell stuff at work. Oh, I'm glad you guys reminded me. I sold a vintage jacket to somebody at work that I need to put in my car with the rest of the hoarding stuff to bring to work. No,
treasures.
Joe and Renee, I do not understand restriction. Canton's Treasures, I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I am like, so I went from 909 to 924. I see Craig asking Rev something. Have I missed any questions, people?
924 listings?
No. I'm like, my thing skipped to 924.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see Blind Hussy question as a follow-up question?
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Where is it? What time?
It's timestamp 924.
Okay, let me go.
As a new reseller.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Sharon, I'm glad that I've been able to help you. I'm trying. Yeah. It's really hard, guys. It's really hard as a seasoned reseller to remember what it's like to have a brand new eBay store. It's so hard. And I think that's why it's really important for the newer resellers to share their experiences, because they're new. Definitely. They have a new store. They're starting with a free store. Now I'm starting with a free store when I didn't want to. But yeah.
Yeah, Sharon is spot on. Sharon is spot on, because if you can learn from someone else's mistakes, I mean, that's the better alternative, you know? I mean, ultimately you get in
yourself.
Yeah, and you once you get in, you'll start. I mean, you'll make mistakes as well, but the more prepared you can be going into something, I mean, more ammo in your holster or whatever you want to say. I mean, it's only going to help you out.
Blind Hussy, what do you mean problems with a pirate ship package? Because both of them are going through USPS and you have a tracking number. So I don't think that would define anything as far as eBay's actions towards helping you, because some people go to the post office and ship their eBay stuff and pay at the post office directly. Yeah. Do you guys know anything?
I would say, yeah, it looks like it's just a postal issue. I think, because the other day when I lost the package, I contacted Pirate Ship because I thought I bought my label from there, and I didn't. But I mean, they still kind of helped me out. But yeah, I mean, it's more so just a USPS issue, and I would more than likely just take it up with them.
Yeah, kind of expand on that and let us know what specifically you're meaning, because like if it's a damaged item, I will tell you it is your responsibility to reimburse that customer if it's a postal issue. You have to pay them, and then you would file the claim with the post office. Greg, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I agree. No sale's worth it. And when you sell a variety of stuff like this, I'm just going to have to take that $1,000 out of my store, try and recoup what I can at a medical auction, and let it go. I don't want to lose a $10,000 a month eBay store for $100 a month of sales. I just don't. So I did the same thing with Mary Kay. I took down $500 or $600 worth of listings because I got 6 Veros in a row. Even though I see thousands of listings that people are selling and they're not getting Veroed,
they will eventually.
So somebody was after me. And I think, like I said, that I was competition in that case, and it wasn't new items that should have been Veroed. It was old, retired, discontinued stuff that was not hard to find. But there was a lot of competition on it. So I pulled it and sold $700 worth of Mary Kay for $40 on an auction. And I lost out. Well, I probably had been in the profit anyway. So,
wow.
But
did you see Blind Hussy said more about her question?
I am going there right now.
Okay.
Yes, that is me, but I have a lot more than watches. A lot more.
That's cool.
I'm going. Where are you? This is so crazy. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. So eBay's not going to help you with the process, even if you ship via USPS. They're going to tell you that you have to deal with it. So eBay, I will tell you from experience, is going to tell you that your responsibility is to refund that customer. And then like they'll even tell you, I think it was Lonnie on his Garage Flips channel. Somebody sent him the wrong thing, and eBay told him that he should have that built into his business model that people were going to steal. And luckily, it does not happen that often. I, knock on wood, have never had anybody return the wrong item to me, not on eBay anyway. I have on Amazon. But if you're on there selling, you're selling as a business. Like that person doesn't know that you're a stay-at-home mom with 50 things in your closet. They see you as a business. I don't think buying, they're seeing you as, like whatever you are, whether it's somebody with 50 items or 5,000. They gave their money. They want their item. If their item doesn't make it there because USPS lost it, or if it gets there and it's broken because USPS broke it, the responsibility lays on you to refund them. Whether it's $5, $500, unfortunately. So I would say always insure. I've started insuring anything over $100. I insure it up to the value of it, because I had my $175 Fozzie got lost. You would think a big 4-foot box wouldn't get lost. It got lost. So I would say insure it. So they're not going to assist you with the process anyways. They're going to basically tell you that it's your responsibility anyways, 9 times out of 10. I would probably say 9.5 times out of 10.
Yeah. To follow up on that, so the packet, that DVD combo that I lost, that got lost in the mail, the customer was supposed to receive it on the 29th of April or whatever, and they didn't receive it, so they messaged me. They actually put in a claim that they didn't receive their item, and they're totally cool, honest. So we were communicating. I was like, I apologize, and I instantly just refunded them. So then it was, I believe it was on Saturday or something like that, Saturday or Sunday. I woke up and I checked. I was just going through my solds, and I seen that the item had been delivered, and I had already refunded them. And I think I messaged you, Kat, and
you did.
And so
I'd like to hear what's going on with it. So what happened?
Yeah, so I messaged them, and I said, hey, again, sorry for all the mix-up and everything going on with the postal. I was like, I noticed that the item actually arrived. I was like, just to be fair, I understand it was an inconvenience for everyone. I was like, if you want, just go ahead and I'll call it even. If you want, just send me $30. That covers the shipping, a little bit of extra discount on the unit. And, we kind of just call it fair right there. And he was like, no problem. He was like, I appreciate all your communication. It's been pleasant. And 5 minutes later, he confirmed my email account for PayPal and sent me $30. So it wasn't a total loss at all.
That's awesome. And I don't want to say unfortunately, because I don't think this is unfortunate. I believe there are still good people. I believe there are still honest people. And I have a habit of just trusting. Like I innately trust people because that's what I want to believe. I don't want to believe everybody's trying to scam me or try and steal from me or whatever. I just, in all walks of my life, so I might be a little naive, but I want to believe the best of everybody. And so I just want to say, Laura, the Driftless Thrifter, I said it right the first time. I sign into Pirate Ship and I sync my eBay with Pirate Ship. So Pirate Ship puts the tracking numbers in for me. So if you're not doing that, I would definitely do that, because then you don't even have to type in the tracking number.
Well, yeah, when you import your items from eBay, it automatically does that, right?
Yep. Yeah. It automatically puts it. Where did it go? Oh, here we have a question from Joe Deals. I'll go ahead and let you guys answer, and then I will go last.
I mean, I'll start and say eBay for sure. I mean, I don't do any other platforms, but I mean, yeah, I would list items for that much on eBay. I mean, I feel more comfortable listing items like that on eBay than anywhere else, to be quite honest.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I would sell things $1,500. If I'm selling those things for that much, I'm probably on a car lot somewhere. But
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
It is.
I don't know. Depends on what it is.
Well, because you got to look at it like this. I mean, if you go, for example, if you look at I was looking at sports cars and I was just looking at Zions and what they're selling for autographed Zions. And in my head, I'm like, damn, you got autographed Zions going for like 40,000, 25,000, stuff like that. I'm just like, man, I mean, that's big money right there.
That's almost something like you have to go through, like a third party escrow kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I don't know. That's tough. You definitely insure it.
Yeah.
You got to look at it too. It could depend on. I mean, I think for that much you'd want to insure it, but also what's going to play a factor too as well. What's the cost of it? I mean, if you're paying if you're in like $5 to something that you just got lucky on,
Right.
And it could sell for that much, I mean, the risk reward isn't too crazy because you only invested $5 into it. Now, if something's going to sell for 5,000 and you had to put up 2,500, that may be a little bit more like I don't know. But if I had something that I paid $5 for, and I know I can get 1,500, 5,000, I'll do it no problem, and just hope that there's going to be a solid person on the other end that buys it. So
yeah,
but I guess that's something you can't really say until you come across something like that, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say that same thing. Like it's gonna depend on my cost into it. If the risk reward, if I got $5 in,
right? Because you got to think about that. If I sell something for $5,000, I'm out $650.
Yeah.
I'm out to 10% PayPal. I mean the eBay and 3% PayPal. Boom, I'm out $650 already. I might be looking for another route.
I think my most expensive has been I want to say $700 for one item.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't ever done anything that high myself. Hopefully some people in the chat. My average sales price is $30. So my $100, $200, rare $500 stuff is not common. My goal is to get my ASP up. I would like to have items for that much and source higher value things, but I can't say. I know Rev sells the metal detectors, but none of them are that high, I don't think.
My buddy, see, here's something that's a little bit more sketchy. My buddy does consignment for his buddies and stuff, and one of his friends gave him a $2,500 some sort of Fender guitar or whatever, and it was $2,500. And I definitely wouldn't take that chance, especially if you have to catch something goes wrong. You have to deal with a return, and now you have to go to your buddy and be like, "Hey, they want a return. I need that money back." Buddy's like, "Well, I already spent that money," So that could turn into a sticky situation for sure if you're doing consignment. But
right.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. I guess when that time comes, you kind of just got to play it by ear and be like, "What's the best move?"
Amy, you want to go first and answer that as far as what you would do?
As far as on that high-end amount, or the question that's up there now?
Oh, I didn't see that question.
Oh, Because you didn't answer the high-end thing. Would you sell something for 1,500 to 5,000 on eBay?
Well, I was saying that I agreed with Chris, but then Kelly Hustler made a good point. You know, it just depends on how much you have in it. But then, like Chris said, you're still out of the PayPal fee and all that stuff. That's still a lot of money to be out of for something like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm probably thinking no. I would probably want to do that more of a local situation or something to where, you know, you're not out $650 just because of an issue, and you know. That's a lot of money.
You may even look at Instagram at selling something like that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to do that selling on Instagram thing. I post things on there and I say like things that are in the eBay store or stuff like that, but I don't think I've really gotten the niche for how that works yet.
Lone Star Picker, I'm sorry, I'm a tin can. Unfortunately, I live in the middle of nowhere. My internet sucks.
Good now.
Sorry. So Amy, would you, like, have you, like, do you insure stuff? Richard's asking if we just cover the cost of goods or do we insure for a sales price?
Cost of goods is usually really low. I know part of the game is trying to buy as low as you can. That's part of what I had to learn in the beginning that I didn't know. And for a lot of new resellers, that's something you need to know is you can get something cheap, you're going to end up making good money off of it. But if you spend a lot for it, you're not going to make as much money off of it. So you definitely got to, you know, check your comps and stuff like that. Because if not, it's not worth doing. I mean, you're working, so you want to make sure your money is worth it.
Calvin?
Yeah, I thought about insuring. I mean, there's only really been one item that I've sold, and that was that Wii, the brand new Wii, and that sold for, you know, for something. And I thought about insuring that, but I was just like, it comes with, you know, kind of I'll just kind of chance it, and I think it was $100 insurance anyways, and I just rolled with that. If I sold some higher price or, you know, something like that, I probably would, but I guess that $400 sale, that was kind of on the fence, but I didn't buy any extra insurance.
What'd you have in that, Calvin?
I had 150 into it. So, again, it was one of those things that I was on the fence, but again, for the most part, I'm confident, try not to be too paranoid about stuff like that. My main thing is just making sure I get my tracking numbers and I get my receipt from the post worker. That's what I'm more concerned about. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, if there's a bigger, higher price item, maybe 150 is a good buy-in for something, but I don't think it's, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Chris?
I recently I just did an insurance, and I did it for the value of. I sold a card. It was what was it this past weekend, and the card I was only into it for like $3 on a pack, and it sold for $379. So I insured it for the $379.
So I will agree with Chris.
I also did signature on delivery too.
Yeah,
I did not do signature, but I probably should. I agree with that. So here is my thought, and I have had several items that I've had to file claims on, as everybody knows. So I have started, if it is over $100, I am insuring it for the cost of the sale, because if something happens, they are going to pay that. USPS is not horrible to deal with when it comes to claims, and if they lose it, I want what I sold it for. So like with Fozzie, I did not do that. Luckily, it was lost, because that means they reimburse shipping as well. So I did get 150 of the 174 back. But had I paid an extra $2 or $3, I would have got back 175 plus 50. I would have got an extra $100. So I don't have that many high dollar sales, and you're gonna like. And they have refunded me. They damaged some paint that I sent out. Not the paint that you guys saw. It was actually before that. It was like a paint kit, and they destroyed the box. and they reimbursed me the full price. So why would you? I feel like why would you not want to spend $2 and you could possibly get another $200 back from insurance if it's lost or damaged? Like,
I mean, the insurance.
I want to protect my sale.
The insurance on my 380 was literally $5.
Yeah.
That was peace of mind. That was worth the peace of mind for me to do that.
Yeah. Kat, on that, on the whole claim process, that was like was that the first time you ever had to go through a claim like that?
No, because I mean, you got to figure though, I'm shipping out, I would say 75 to 100 a week on average. So but I only have like 1 to 2 claims per month or every other month. It's not very common, but I have had, I think like 8 over the last year is what's in my history. So a little less than 1 a month. And the only time they gave me a hard time about it was on those 2 paints that were damaged, and they were trying to demand that she brought in the damaged paints. But if something's lost, they don't question you at all. If that tracking shows it's lost, they are sending you a check for whatever you insured it for, and you'll have it in less than a week if they lose it.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what's the timeline like on that process? And do you have to have any like receipts or anything like that, or is just your tracking number is good enough? And then if you have your tracking number, that's pretty much it. You file your claim and it takes a week.
So I sent a picture of the screenshot of the eBay sale, just like you see me post up on Instagram. You screenshot that item with what it sold for, and you attach that to your claim, and that's your proof of value right there. So it doesn't matter what you paid for it. It doesn't matter if I paid $1. The value of that to me is whatever I sold it to that customer for.
That's the value of anything. Whatever anybody wants to pay for it, that's the value of it.
Exactly.
Well, then with that knowledge, I would say that it would be worth to insure something. And, you know, if you could insure it for what you thought you were going to get for it, then it would be worth it.
I think it is, just because I don't have enough over $100, that aren't covered by the eBay top rated seller. You get $100. So it's rare. Like I only have 2 or 3, maybe a month, that are over $100 sales. And so that extra, $3, $5, like Chris said, is worth it. If that's the one thing they happen to lose, they lost $175 stuffed animal. I mean, and I did not, at that point, I was not insuring it, but now I do.
Hashtag where's Fozzie?
Gotcha.
Where's Fozzie at?
Right?
He's in my tie somewhere.
I hope so.
It's so crazy. Like, how do you lose a 4-foot box? Like, it's probably in one of those storage like lockers we're gonna see in the news in a couple of
years.
Right?
It's in John Cincinnati Pickers. He's probably in those storage bins he's got.
So we're gonna see Fozzie up for auction from John over at Cincinnati Picker.
In his wholesale lot, he's selling on a.
Everybody will be like, "Hey, that Fozzie looks really familiar."
This looks familiar.
That's where he went.
I wonder what's the longest recovery time somebody's ever just kind of chalk it up as a loss, and then out of nowhere, like, hey, your item showed up. Because again, I didn't expect mine to show up.
I will make you that deal right now.
Yeah, that's sold.
I will make you that deal right now. But then everybody will miss Fozzie. But I will. But shipping is expensive. So I do maybe 100 and we'll split shipping. If you'll take that deal, I will sell you that Fozzie right now.
Better insure it.
I will insure it. Oh my gosh. It's just so like Saturday and Sunday. And I will tell you guys, I was not at one point mad at eBay. I was not it was just what else? What else is going to happen? The bathrooms are flooding. The septic's overflowing. eBay restricted my account. Now my patients are me what? Come on. What else are you going to bring at me? I can take it. Come on. Go ahead. And I mean, But that's the thing, like, it's not the end of the world. 3 days is not the end of the world. Would I have reacted differently if they had like suspended my account indefinitely? Yeah, you would have seen a whole different story. But 3 days, I'll be okay, you know? And
Yeah.
And like you said, it was a lesson learned. And look how many people are going to learn that lesson from you.
What's up, Dave?
Yeah,
Hey, Midwest Picker Dave said, sorry to cut in, but he said he's had stuff.
There you go.
He said he's had stuff missing for 2.5 months and then refunded the buyer, and then it showed up to that person's house. So, I mean,
wow,
Fozzie could still show up.
Yeah.
I want him to show back up at my house, and then he can hang out with Kermit, unless Dan's going to buy him. Now I don't see Dan talking.
But how long does something have to be missing from the USPS before you can do a claim?
Okay, so I researched this because I did all my videos. So for express mail, it has to be missing over 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
For priority mail, it has to be missing over 14 days.
2 weeks, right.
And for media mail, it has to be missing over 30 days.
Damn.
And I don't think you can claim it on first class.
Mm-mm.
I've seen a lot of people saying they have issues with media mail right now. I've been doing a decent amount of media mail. I haven't had issues.
I think it's hit or miss. I think they might be hitting some centers that are closed because, like, I don't ship media mail, but I saw some people.
Yeah.
I did have one person that their first class took 3 weeks to get to them, and they left me a neutral feedback, and I was so mad. I'm like, I am not the postal service. And that was my response to their feedback. They left a neutral. They did not leave a negative, but I wish people would. I don't know why people think we're like on horses hand delivering this stuff and we can control the postal service. We can't.
Exactly. No, you can't.
I mean, they're having issues because I had a pickup schedule yesterday and had a ton of milk. None of it came. They didn't come to pick my stuff up. But I got the emails saying I was confirmed that my stuff got picked up and everything was delivered.
Did you?
I didn't get nothing, or nothing was picked up. I was like,
did you have enough time to get?
I was like, I ain't doing this again.
But did you have enough time in the day to get your stuff to the post office?
Nope.
Damn.
So I got dinged on those. It was 7 items.
Crazy.
I haven't had any issue with the media mail, and I've been doing quite a lot of audiobooks and stuff like that. So, knock on wood, no problem with media mail.
Yeah,
I just want to say congrats. Emily hit 1K. Joey hit 1K since my last live. Who else? Like Rev hit 1K.
The 1K club.
Right?
The 1K club is growing.
Yeah.
So if you guys are not subscribed to these 3, the link is in the description. Please subscribe. I think it's awesome. I think I don't know how many hours Emily needs. I know Joey, I think, needs over 2,000. Rev needs close to 2,000. So if you guys are bored and want to throw on playlists, which I will do my next 2 days at work while I have internet and I am not a tin can, I will put you guys on repeat. If you need hours, message me on Instagram and remind me, because I have 50 million things going on and I do forget.
Lone Star Picker had a question, but I didn't understand it. Can you find that, Kat?
I will try to find that. Oh, wait.
It to me.
I see it. Is this a question? That's not Lone Star Picker. That's East Kentucky Picker.
I was going to say, nope.
Where is it?
It was something about traveling the U.S. and it taking a month.
Oh, a couple of people have told me that their packages went the complete opposite direction.
Yeah, because it says, Amy's Epic Stuff. Do you ever travel the U.S.? Yeah, that.
Have you ever watched your tracking? Who told me that? Was it you, Calvin, or not you? Somebody told me that they're. Oh, it was Dale. If Dale's still in the chat, DLJ from PA, type in your thing. Your packet. Her package was going all over the place. I don't know if it ever arrived. So have you noticed anything late, Amy, with tracking? I haven't, except for my one first class item. That was the only thing.
No,
bad.
Everything seems to go pretty good. The only thing I've noticed a couple of times is my mail person will say that there's a couple of packages that he'll go to say that he picked up, and it won't say that he picked them up, and he doesn't know why. My other packages are fine, and he's the only one that does my mail stuff. But he said sometimes there's just these random packages that he scans, but it doesn't say that he scanned them.
Pamela, let's see.
Had the first buy.
I lost the item. Yes, I've had that happen multiple times. My suggestion to you, and I will tell you, everybody is going to give you a different opinion on this. I will let the other three give theirs. I offer them anything else in my store at that price or a little bit higher, and I tell them I will ship them that in place. Or I tell them I would be glad to refund. And at that point, I've given them the choice if they want something else from the store, they want a refund. And when I cancel it as buyer requested refund. If you cancel it saying it is out of stock and you have a small store, you are going to be in trouble.
So let me.
I will let you three talk.
Let me touch on that. So I learned something good from Troy. And it's kind of just the way of communication. So over communicating. So if something like that happens, any situation with the item, always reach out to the customer and ask them first, would you like me to cancel? Because if once they say yes, then you can go in and cancel it, and then there won't be a ding by you just canceling the item or anything like that. So, but luckily for me, I haven't lost an item yet, knock on wood. So I haven't had to deal with it. But yeah, I mean, over communicating with the customer, just apologizing, letting them know, typically you make sure you go through your inventory and everything's there. This is just a mistake, and here's some options for you. I could refund you. I could send you. Give them options, make them feel important. And for the most part, if they're a regular customer who's just a good person, everything will go smooth, and they'll take one of the options, whether it's a refund, a replacement item, and everything should be good. So.
I mean, I'll knock on wood. I haven't had one.
Yep.
I'll talk about this now, and I'll have one tomorrow or something like that. But anything in business and things like that, honesty is the best policy. Just always be upfront with the people, and just be a business owner. Be a business owner. Be that person that will reach out to them and give the customer service. Just be upfront with them. More times than not, it's going to be all right. It happens. We're human. I mean, it's just people. For the most part, people are going to understand and everything like that. But like you said, ask them if you want them to. You want me to cancel this? You said just perfectly. That was the way to do it.
Amy, have you ran into that, or have you been lucky too?
I've had two situations to where I lost something. One was a DVD. I made my daughter go get one and go buy it and bring it to me so I could ship it to my buyer. And now I still have that same DVD that has it sold. And then another one was, I want to say that I listed the wrong ratchet or something like that. And it happened to be one of those drop shippers. So when I reached out to them and let them know, they said they didn't care what it was as long as it was a ratchet. So I was able to send that and not have any issue. So on both of those situations, it was kind of unique. So I guess it just depends. But if not, then I would definitely go with what Calvin said, with giving them an option of what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the things that what Troy did actually was cool. So it's an idea to, utilize it. It's another option for us as a buyer or as a seller. Look online or, kind of go to the stores. If it's something that you can replace, and just tell the customer, hey, I got this option. I got some more coming in or stock, so there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Or even if you find another seller on eBay who could do the drop shipping for you, and the time delay isn't going to be too bad, then look at that option too. And then that way everything's all good.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that's
know
a
if
good
I
reason
could
to know what
answer.
everybody sells, because if somebody needs something, we can
Yep.
reach out to the community and say, hey, Kat, I know this is something you usually have. This buyer bought this. I can't find it. Can you ship it to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then work out something with that reseller that helps you out, you know, in the same situation.
Yeah, there's big reselling Facebook groups. Like I bought my plush dolphins just to I haven't had time to take my stacks of stacks. I haven't done one in
Stacks on
months.
stacks on stacks.
Yeah, stacks on stacks. I have stacks on stacks on stacks, but I don't have time to take pictures of them. But I bought dolphins to put with them, and I posted in the reseller groups on Facebook, and I was like, hey, who has these? Because I'd rather give my money to somebody that's in one of the groups I'm in than just some random seller. And there were 10 people with stuffed dolphins. And I bought from them. So that's a great idea. Post in those groups. There's so many resellers in there that somebody might have it. I don't know the answer to Denise's question because even with my new store I opened a store. I opened the $7.95 store, and I do have global shipping turned on that brand new store and only have 15 items in it. Yeah. So does anybody in the chat not have? I don't see why. I think you could still do it. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do global shipping with or without a store. It's just a shipping option. Does anybody know?
Yeah, I think eBay would be losing out if they didn't have that option, open to anyone who's selling anything on there.
Rev. Yeah, we'll be on the other end. So we're going to go drop ship something, and then we're going to see it on Rev's channel. And he'll be like, this is a drop shipper, but I don't mind. So thrifting. So a $7.95 store, that is actually the lowest basic store. That's what I did. Start a second store. That is what I did. I think it has 50 items, and it's $7.95 per month. I did not want to do a yearly thing, or it would have only been $5.95, I think. But I don't know if I'll continue listing on it, and B, don't know if I'll need to upgrade. So I just am paying the extra $2 until I decide for sure what I'm doing. But I think that might be, I think that's the lowest store is $7.95 a month that's paid. I think you can get a free basic store for 50 items, and then $7.95 might be for 100.
Yeah, $7.95 is 100, and then I think 24 something. It's different if you pay for the year or not, but 24 something is the 250 store, which is that's the one I got, 250 a month.
Oh, Richard's saying you have to have the seller hub to be able to do global shipping.
Okay.
Treasure Retriever, I have not seen you before. Thank you for coming.
Yes,
the pros and cons to doing global shipping is you're expanding your audience by a lot. And I've had one little hiccup, but I've done tons of international sales. I know if Troy, I don't know if you have a wrench down there, but you're more than welcome to drop. Troy has some great videos on international shipping and increasing your sales by offering international shipping. I'll have 3 to 5 a week, but that's 3 to 5 additional sales that I wouldn't have. I think your only cons are going to be if they have to return it. Shipping is going to be expensive, but I opt out of returns for international buyers. And the only reason they would be able to return for me internationally is because they have, they put a defect. So I don't find very many cons to doing international shipping.
Is there any specific areas you don't include in international though, or just doesn't matter?
The only thing that I don't include in international is my perfume and aftershave because it's alcohol and it has to go ground.
Yep.
That's the only thing. Because it's crazy. I don't even remember. It's on one of my videos this week. I had several sales that were $10 items. They probably paid double or triple that to ship it internationally. It was crazy, an $8 item. But I mean, if they can't find it anywhere else, I guess they're going to pay the shipping.
Yeah.
Right.
But you just use 100% GSP?
I actually, now the new thing, eBay has like a standard international shipping, and I did use pirate ship to ship a couple things. With like the flat rate thing too. I think it has to be under 4 pounds, and it's like $16 or something to Hong Kong. Dave wants to be like Calvin. Thank you for your super chat. And you want to be like Calvin.
Who?
Look here. Here you go. I'm trying to grab it, but Buffalo Picker. my
what it do?
Buffalo Picker.
Dave, what it do? Yeah, it was good.
Thank you for the super chat, Dave. I did just add Dave. So if you guys want to be on my show, all you have to do is ask me. I will tell you we are booked up till almost August right now. I think I have one more spot left in July. So if you want to be on, contact me and I'll just add you to the list. I'm open to having anybody on. Like I said, I like getting new sellers. I like having experienced sellers.
They're about to be all up in your DMs right now. Everybody in your DMs.
I don't care. We'll book out to like 2025, whatever. I'm not going nowhere. We need one more person in the chat.
Crack 70?
No, it's at 68. And Christina said she wanted to keep it at 69.
Why?
I don't
know. What?
Late night show. That's the late night show.
What time is it?
It's getting a little bit late. Oh, guys, I did want to announce. And Emily Conway, please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I am going to move our live back to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting next week. This is just so late for me. And when it runs late like this, I have to be up at 5 a.m. I do work every Wednesday and Thursday. So I want to start a little bit earlier. So I'm going to move the show back to 8 p.m. And I know Emily normally does hers. And I know she's probably not going to be mad at me. But Emily, I feel bad. So we'll have to let Emily come talk mental health talk on all of our shows. We'll have a mental health segment with Emily Conway.
There we go.
I could use that.
Zen. Yeah.
You take insurance.
Oh, man.
Yay. Emily said maybe she'll change it to 7. I love you so much and I love going to your lives. And I just realized tonight because I was in Emily's live at 8 p.m., like hanging out, chatting. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, Emily does her live at 8. But like, I've been dropping my premieres at 8 p.m. It's really hard to like bathe the baby so late when we start at 9. And I didn't even think of it until I was in there and I was like, oh man. And I didn't mean to do it in front of like 68 people. Emily, I'm sorry. I was going to message you.
Put you on the spot.
Just a little bit on the spot, Emily. Just a little bit.
Cat the program director.
Listen. Well, I mean, like Thrift Beast is live right now. Thrift Beast went live 30 minutes ago. Chris and I are great friends. I can go on at the same time as my friends, and I'm fine with that, guys. I am. And then when I get off my live or before my live, I will go on yours. Like, I don't like. There's no hate. Not for me, anyways. I don't care. Drop whenever you want to drop.
Hater.
But they're gonna have to pick unless Nana Tink had like 3 lives open the other day, and I don't know how she does it because I could not keep that up.
I'll lose my mind.
Right?
I'm like, I can't even watch TV when I'm watching a live. Like I can't even pay attention to a TV show or a movie. If I'm watching a live, I'm paying attention. I don't know if they're on hiatus, Tommy. I don't know. We are, I will tell you guys, I don't know the date. I think it's the end of June. We are doing a major get together with the Canadians, and it is going to be the 3 Canadians and the 3 of us, me, Calvin, and Chris, and we are going to go for 2 hours, an hour on my channel, and then we're going to move over to the Canadians, and we're going to do an hour on their channel. So it's going to be like a really long hangout with the United States people and the Canadian people. So we are going to clash and do hating who? Dave, who am I hating? Dave, I saw my socks. Tesla picker. I saw my socks.
Yeah, those socks
Now
are
you have
dope.
to send me my socks.
Socks is
So
fire.
listen, Dave's been telling me for like forever, Kat, I got you. I'm gonna send you socks. And then I keep seeing all of these other people getting socks, and I'm like, man, where are my socks? and Dave's like, Kat, I got your socks. And then I keep seeing all these other. Who was he on? Maybe was he on with who? Dave, who were you on?
He was on with Chris today.
He was on with Chris today.
Thrifties, yeah, and he showed my socks, and I was like, "Oh, those are my socks!" And I was watching. He showed my socks and Joey's socks.
He's been talking because he was on Joey's. He was on Joey yesterday, and he said he made some socks for you. He didn't show him though, but he showed him today.
He made them
showed him today.
Night. That's what that means. So Tommy's saying Cliff got a job, so he's in jail. So the Canadians are on break.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get a job.
No.
Oh yeah, Tommy, definitely. I'm not gonna highlight that comment because I think my other comment probably went above what people expect to come out of my mouth.
What the socks below the waist? The below the waist socks?
Yeah. Tommy's asking for a friend, Dave. He's asking for Tracy. Tracy wants to know.
I hope it ain't one size fit all. You gotta have multi sizes. You gotta have multiple sizes, goodness. Right?
All right. we're at like an hour and whatever minutes. We are over. Here, I'm gonna even highlight this. This is my husband, guys. So here's what Dalton is currently doing. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not reading it. I'll let you read it. That is my child. Anyways. So, I don't know. Do you make socks with suspenders, Dave? We're getting you some business. We're getting you some business.
Yo.
That's a lot of business.
Oh, you got an Enderman.
I finally got one.
Sweet.
And I brought some kids' store too. So
awesome. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let everybody give their closing thoughts. We still have 63 in here. Thank you all so much for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Those of you that sent me super chats, thank you. You don't have to, but I'm not gonna turn it down. And we will see you guys next week, same day, but at 8 p.m. So an hour earlier, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't remember who our guest is. Did I tell either one of you who's next? I don't remember.
Nah. Nope.
I don't remember. Okay.
I just show up.
You just be random.
So thanks, guys. I will let everybody else. Any closing thoughts, you three?
I would like to do do my rendition of Froggy Flip's final thought, and say, because we did have a lot of new resellers in the chat, and just for you being here, you're in the right place. Not for our channel, but the University of Reselling, the education of reselling is on YouTube, and the only tuition cost is your time.
Amen to that.
You can make whatever you want of this, part-time, full-time, whatever. You can do everything, learn everything, ask any question, you can find the answer to on YouTube. So if you're new out there, just take the time to find those channels that you can learn from. We all learn from different people, whether you're new to this or you've been doing it 20 years like Kevin has. So that's my final thought. Thank you, Amy, for being with us, and I can't wait for next week.
Yeah. Yep. My final thought, man, just get out there and keep your eyes open, because there's money out there. just take action and stay on the grind and stay consistent, man. There's enough money out there for all of us to make. Thank you, Amy, for coming on tonight, being our guest. It was awesome. Thanks everybody for showing up. The chat was lit. And I appreciate those who showed up to my premiere too. That was awesome. Appreciate that. And hey, Tesla, check your DM, bro. I slid in your DM, man. Check that.
So I appreciate everybody having me here. I appreciate everybody that came. My final thoughts for tonight would be just try it. You're not going to know if you're going to make it until you try it. And a lot of it is actually trial and error. Listen to a lot of the resellers are out there. There's plenty of them out there. They've all got different walks of life, and you're going to learn a little bit from each one, and then you're going to find out what works for you and what doesn't.
Exactly.
And just go with it and see where it's going to take you. I always say the sky's the limit, and that's just a speed bump. So
Yes.
I agree. I definitely agree. You get in what you put into, or you get out what you put into it. And you can, like, I don't listen to radio when I'm driving. I listen to YouTube and I learn, and it doesn't matter how much I'm selling. I can always sell more. I can always learn more.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
nobody knows everything. So you can pick up stuff from different people. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Treasure Hustlers comes in at the end with a little super sticker there. They are going to be one of our guests coming up. I don't think it's next week though. But thank you guys for coming. Calvin, dance.
Hey.
Got to keep dancing.
Got to.
gotta keep dancing.